I've got a Kwikset thumb press door latch that is no longer causing the bolt to pull back as far as it should. So in this video, we're going to take it off the door and see if we can remedy the problem. Here's what happens. I push that down and it does not fully release that catch. If I do it from the inside, it pretty much pulls it all the way back. If I do it from here, it doesn't. So we're going to open that up and see how we can fix it. So first we're going to have to take this plate off, and there should be a couple screws back there. And then this one is going to be released. You can see we're selling the house. One of the reasons I want this to work really well. It's going to be released with that screw right there. So let's get started. And once that's off, you can see that little lever there pushes down, and that's going to release the whole mechanism. So I push that down, and that comes right off. Now notice the cup end is facing the hinge or away from the latch itself. I want to remember that, so when I put it back correctly. Now these two screws were loose, but that was not enough to fix the problem. You can see that still is not retracting fully. So let's take it apart and see what the issue is. So I'm going to remove these two screws. I took that one out already, and this one is next, and then we should be able to take that apart. Now notice the curved shape of that piece. That's why we wanted that post to be cupped in that direction. So when it fits in, it notches with that brass piece. So that will fit with that. It'll just match right up when we put that back together. That's next. That's the lower screw, and this entire handle should come off. And with the handle in place, there's that cupped piece I was showing you. When that turns, that's how that works. So we have to make sure that the button is fully depressing and turning that. And this whole thing is kind of loose, and it's kind of sluggish. So I'm going to disassemble this and clean it up, lubricate it, and then I'm going to reassemble and see if we can get that to work better. We'll start by removing these two screws. Nothing appears to be broken. I'm not going to take it apart. I don't want all these pieces to get misplaced, so I'm going to clean it the best I can. I'm already getting, some gunk off of this and some little pieces of dirt that are in there. So I'll just get in there with a little cleaner, a toothpick. I will lubricate it. I'm just going to use household oil, and it should work just fine. I use a household oil, a 3-in-1 oil here, which is a good all-purpose general use oil. There's a lot of spray lubricants you can use. What do you like to use on these types of projects? Let me know down below. You might also think about using a contact cleaner spray. I use that a lot. I didn't have it available this time. I use it a lot on electronic equipment, like where you would plug in a plug into a jack. And it's a little spray cleaner, and that works really well for these situations as well before lubricating. I just put a little bit of oil everywhere it moves. A little bit in there. Squirt it a little bit down the track. And it seems to be going a lot more smoothly. So let's put everything back and see if we fixed it. Well, that thumb does push down a lot easier. So we'll put it back on the door and see if that was all we needed to do. I know that's hard to see because it's a brilliant bright day, but that does retract. Now this one doesn't retract fully, and I think that's just the way it was installed, because I can push it all the way in with my thumb. It only goes so far. You can see it's enough to clear the strike plate, and that's all we need. So we got the fix we wanted, and my door now works a whole lot better than it did before, without costing me any money. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face down there in the corner, and don't forget to ring that bell icon up above. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks for joining me. I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me Channel.